Hey guys, Dr. John here. Today we're going to be going over groin or adductor foam rolling. Now this is one of my favorites and least favorites to do, as it works really well and does a great job of rolling through some of this medial quad, those adductors, and breaking up some of the adhesions and restrictions in the muscle and connective tissue. But it is something that is extremely painful for me, which just means I need to do it more. But that's also why you're watching this video. So let's get into it together. We're going to take our foam roller. Now I have this fantastic PVC pipe, which they tried to hide by wrapping it with some rope. It did not work, but I'm gonna lay it parallel to the trunk of my body. And I'm going to lay down on my elbows like I'm gonna lay down on my stomach, but at the last second, I'm gonna bring my knee out to the side and rest it on the foam roller right through the middle of that thigh with that knee and this hip up at 90 degrees. Now from here, I'm going to just roll through that muscle. I'm rolling all the way through and thinking of painting a wall, right? I'm covering every single aspect of the muscle. So I'm turning this leg in a little bit, I'm turning it out so that I can cover the entire muscle and make sure I get all the way through it. Now, I personally like to break it up a little bit where, rolling all the way through is a little bit challenging. I feel like I can't get through the muscle as well. So one thing that you can do is think of splitting your thigh in half, and I'm gonna roll this bottom half of my leg for a minute, right? And then after that minute, I'm gonna scoop myself up a little bit, and then I can roll through this top half and focus on that for a minute. Or if you prefer, you can just roll all the way through for 1 to 2 minutes. Regardless, you should be rolling through this inside of your groin and thigh for 1 to 2 minutes. After those 2 minutes, you're going to find one of those spots that are particularly tender. Now, lucky me, I'm already on one because pretty much every spot is tender. But once you're on that spot, you're gonna hold on that spot and you're going to bend and straighten your knee 10 times. Once you do those 10 times, I'm only going to do 5, you're going to find a different spot and again, sit on that spot and perform another 10 reps. In total, you'll do anywhere between 3 to 4 spots on each thigh and 10 reps on each spot. Perfect. And obviously, whatever you do to one side, make sure you do to the other. So once I do my left, I'm going to do the same thing on my right. And again, another 1 to 2 minutes of just rolling through that entire area and then finding a tender spot and doing 10 reps on each spot, 3 to 4 spots. Now this is a great exercise to pair with a stretch like lizard stretch, where here you're breaking up some of those restrictions and adhesions, and then you're able to reinforce and take advantage of some of that improved mobility and flexibility and focus on increasing the length of that muscle by doing the lizard stretch. But that is how you do groin foam rolling. Thanks for endeavoring on that painful journey with me.